Hunting Horror, the Great Flyer. Hunting horrors, also known as hunting horrors, are enigmatic and otherworldly entities that exist within the dark realms of the Cthulhu mythos. Their true origin remains unknown, shrouded in the depths of cosmic mysteries. These beings are closely associated with the enigmatic deity Nyarlathotep, often serving as emissaries or agents of their enigmatic master. The physical form of a hunting horror defies conventional comprehension. They are shape-shifting entities, capable of morphing and adapting their appearance to suit their nefarious purposes. In their true form, they are best described as amorphous masses of writhing, shadowy tendrils. Their bodies pulsate and undulate, devoid of discernible organs or a fixed structure. Eyes, if present, manifest as flickering orbs of malevolent light that peer from the depths of the creature's formless visage. Hunting horrors possess a range of supernatural abilities that make them formidable adversaries to any who dare to cross their path. Their eldritch nature grants them unparalleled agility, allowing them to move with unsettling speed and fluidity. They can traverse dimensions and traverse the boundaries of reality, effortlessly slipping through the cracks of existence. Their most notorious ability is the power of psychic manipulation. By projecting their dark influence, hunting horrors can manipulate the minds of mortals, inducing madness, terror, and despair. Victims subjected to their mental assaults often find themselves plagued by horrifying nightmares and hallucinations, their sanity slowly eroded with each encounter. Additionally, hunting horrors possess a heightened sensitivity to psychic energies, enabling them to track down individuals attuned to the arcane forces of the universe. Their pursuit of these individuals is relentless, as they serve as conduits for the dark machinations of Nyarlathotep. Encounters with hunting horrors are rare and are typically associated with individuals who possess knowledge or involvement in forbidden lore. They lurk within the shadowy corners of the dream realms, where the boundaries between the waking world and the realm of nightmares are blurred. Only those who venture deep into the recesses of the dreamlands or those unfortunate souls chosen by Nyarlathotep as pawns may come face to face with these abominations. Legends and speculations surround the purpose and intentions of the hunting horrors. Some scholars believe they act as hunters, tracking down those who have strayed too far into the forbidden realms of knowledge. Others hypothesize that their existence serves as a testament to the immense power and influence of Nyarlathotep, an extension of its will in the mortal plane. It is said that the sound of a hunting horror's approach is heralded by an eerie symphony of discordant whispers and ethereal screeches. Those who hear this haunting cacophony are forewarned of an impending encounter with the maddening horrors from beyond the veil of reality. Surviving an encounter with a hunting horror is a rarity, for their psychic onslaught and supernatural prowess make them formidable foes. Those who do manage to escape their clutches are often haunted by their encounter, forever scarred by the eldritch terrors that have pierced their minds. Whether the hunting horrors are manifestations of Nyarlathotep's primal essence, or the creations of some ancient, forgotten god, their presence serves as a reminder of the vastness and unfathomable nature of the Cthulhu mythos. To encounter a hunting horror is to glimpse into the abyss, a glimpse that may forever alter one's perception of reality. Starspawn of Cthulhu, Satrap of the Sleeper. The Cthulhi, also known as the Starspawn of Cthulhu or Zothians, are a fascinating species within the Cthulhu mythos. While they share a physical resemblance with the Great Old One, Cthulhu, they are significantly smaller in size. Originally described as a race of beings resembling octopi, they are believed to be the pre-human spawn of Cthulhu himself. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Cthulhi is their composition. They are made up of a matter that differs greatly from what is native to our universe. Their physical nature is incredibly malleable, allowing them to undergo transformations and reintegrations that would be impossible for the Elder Things, another ancient race inhabiting Earth. This unique trait hints at their origins in regions of space with entirely different laws of nature beyond our comprehension. The history of the Cthulhi remains a mystery. It is said that they arrived on Earth from unknown corners of the cosmos and engaged in a relentless war against the Elder Things, who were already present on the planet. Eventually, a fragile peace was established between the two races. The Starspawn claimed the exposed lands, while the Elder Things retreated to the depths of the oceans, becoming the dominant species. During a period of apparent prosperity and cooperation, the Cthulhi constructed magnificent cities across the land. However, for reasons unknown but likely natural in origin, calamity struck. The very foundations of their cities, including the infamous R'lyeh, sank beneath the sea. This cataclysmic event led to the demise of all the star spawn who remained on Earth, either perishing or entering a death-like slumber akin to their progenitor, Cthulhu. It remains unclear whether Cthulhu was present at the time of R'lyeh's submersion, or if he joined his city at the ocean's depths later on. Regardless, the downfall of the star spawn marked the end of their reign as a major power on Earth. The Elder Things, who had inhabited the oceans, took their place as the dominant race. Despite their diminished influence, the legacy of the Cthulhi endures in the annals of the Cthulhu Mythos. Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath. The origin of the Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath remains unknown, shrouded in ancient mystery. These terrifying entities are deeply affiliated with Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. It is believed that they were spawned from the darkest corners of the cosmos, manifestations of the chaotic and eldritch power wielded by their dread mother. Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath are grotesque and nightmarish beings, evoking a blend of arboreal and bestial features. Towering like ancient trees, they reach a height equal to that of a large tree, supported by stumpy, hoofed legs. Their silhouettes resemble twisted, gnarled trees, with their branching bodies consisting of a mass of ropey tentacles. Instead of a conventional head, these abominations possess numerous puckered maws, exuding a repugnant green slime that drips down their flanks. The scent emanating from their monstrous forms is akin to the putrid stench of an open grave, a foreboding indication of their otherworldly nature. Dark Young possess formidable abilities befitting their status as heralds of Shub-Niggurath. They exhibit immense strength, capable of rending flesh and crushing bones with their tentacled limbs. Their unnatural flexibility allows them to move with disconcerting speed, slithering and undulating as they traverse the landscape. The Dark Young are proficient in sensing the presence of sacrificial offerings, honing in on their prey with unerring accuracy. They are also skilled in discerning the devotion and loyalty of cultists, acting as intermediaries between the worshippers and their eldritch deity. The Dark Young are frequently invoked during cult ceremonies conducted by followers of Shub-Niggurath. The rituals to summon them are detailed in the forbidden tome known as the Book of Iban, requiring a blood offering of great significance. These rituals must be performed under the cover of the darkest moonlit nights within the heart of ancient and foreboding woodlands. The sacrifice, bound atop a stone altar, becomes the focal point for the summoning. When the Dark Young are successfully summoned, they act as emissaries of Shub-Niggurath, accepting sacrifices and overseeing the worship of cultists. Dark Young play a pivotal role in spreading their mother's faith across the world. They actively participate in the devouring of non-cultists, sowing terror and chaos in their wake. With their insatiable hunger, they leave behind trails of destruction, ensuring the fear of Shub-Niggurath's wrath lingers in the hearts of those who dare to oppose her cult. The Dark Young's gruesome actions serve to reinforce the power and influence of their mother, expanding her dominion over the minds and souls of mortals. The Bermuda Triangle sourcebook for Call of Cthulhu introduces a rare aquatic variant of the Dark Young known as Dark Sargassum. These abhorrent entities dwell within the treacherous depths of the sea, lurking amidst the sinister strands of seaweed that blanket the waters. Dark Sargassum possesses adaptations suited for their marine environment, such as elongated tentacles and an uncanny ability to navigate through the currents. They are called forth by those who seek to invoke the oceanic aspect of Shub-Niggurath and are associated with maritime rites and sacrifices offered to their eldritch mistress. Servitors of the Outer Gods, minions of the Chaos. The Servitors of the Outer Gods are enigmatic entities that exist in the realms beyond human comprehension. They were first mentioned by HP Lovecraft in his story, The Rats in the Walls, and their nature has been further expanded upon by Chaosium for the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. These amorphous beings possess a fluid and ever-changing form, often resembling a grotesque amalgamation of squids, frogs, and octopi. Their appearance is in constant flux, defying any fixed shape or structure. The primary role of the Servitors of the Outer Gods is to serve as musicians and performers for the cosmic dance of the Outer Gods themselves. Their eerie music, created through the playing of drums and flutes, sets the stage for the eldritch revelry of the outer gods. The discordant and otherworldly melodies they produce resonate throughout the dimensions, acting as a catalyst for the summoning of deities, or as atmospheric accompaniment for rituals conducted by cultists. These amorphous entities are often found in the presence of Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos, acting as his loyal companions and adding a haunting ambiance to his appearances. Their close association with Nyarlathotep suggests a deeper connection between the Servitors and the enigmatic messenger of the outer gods. The Servitors of the outer gods bear a striking resemblance to another Lovecraftian entity known as the Moonbeasts, featured in Lovecraft's novel The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. Like the Servitors, Moonbeasts also possess amorphous forms, exhibiting toad-like features and squid-like tentacles. Furthermore, both entities share a common role as servants of Nyarlathotep. The similarities between the two entities suggest a potential link or shared origin, perhaps indicating a broader pattern or archetype within the eldritch cosmology of the Cthulhu Mythos. The Servitors of the outer gods are elusive and incomprehensible beings, forever dancing to the tune of ancient and alien melodies. Their fluid existence and instrumental role in cosmic rituals make them both intriguing and unsettling entities within the vast pantheon of Lovecraftian horrors. Encounter with these enigmatic creatures often brings about a profound sense of unease and a reminder of the boundless horrors that lurk beyond the veil of human understanding. Shantak, Starmount. The origin of the Shantak is ultimately a mystery, believed to have emerged from the depths of the Dreamlands, an ethereal realm beyond the grasp of mortal comprehension. It is rumored that these formidable creatures were brought into existence through the twisted imaginings of HP Lovecraft, their existence manifesting within the pages of his Dreamlands novel, The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. However, their true origins remain veiled, and their connection to otherworldly forces hints at a more ancient and eldritch lineage. The Shantak is a monstrous avian creature of colossal proportions, defying the laws of nature with its otherworldly anatomy. Towering over elephants, these creatures possess bodies that are covered in slippery scales, granting them an eerie and alien appearance. Their heads bear an uncanny resemblance to those of horses, with powerful jaws and gleaming, predatory eyes that betray their sinister nature. While Lovecraft's rendition portrays them as furred, bat-like entities with vulture-like beaks, variations of their appearance have been noted, suggesting the existence of diverse breeds or evolutions of this fearsome species. Some abilities of Shantaks include flight. Shantaks possess massive bat-like wings that enable them to soar through the skies with astonishing speed and agility. Their aerial prowess grants them an advantage over most adversaries, allowing them to survey vast territories and swoop down upon unsuspecting prey. Otherworldly endurance. These avian monstrosities boast a constitution beyond mortal comprehension, making them impervious to many conventional forms of harm. Their scaly hides offer substantial protection against physical attacks, and they possess an uncanny ability to resist the corrupting forces of the Dreamlands. Dimensional adaptation. Shantaks are believed to possess a unique affinity for traversing the barriers between dimensions. It is said that they can seamlessly navigate the Dreamlands, effortlessly moving between realms and eluding those who would seek to capture or destroy them. Egg-laying and consumption. One of the most intriguing aspects of Shantaks is their ability to lay colossal eggs of extraordinary flavor. These eggs, renowned for their size and richness, have become objects of desire for those bold or desperate enough to venture into the Shantak's domain. The consumption of a Shantak egg is said to grant temporary heightened senses and mental clarity, but the risks involved in obtaining such a prize are grave. Shantaks are solitary creatures, rarely seen in groups, and tend to inhabit the remote and treacherous regions of the Dreamlands. They are known to fiercely defend their territories, considering intruders as threats to their existence. Their eldritch nature and connection to the Dreamlands suggest a deeper purpose beyond mere survival, leading some to speculate that they serve as guardians or harbingers of ancient and incomprehensible forces that lurk within the realms of dreams. Encounters with Shantaks are harrowing experiences, as these creatures possess a malevolence that seems to emanate from the very fabric of their being. Their aversion to populated areas and their preference for desolate landscapes have given rise to rumors of the Shantaks being the sinister guardians of forbidden secrets or gateways to realms best left undisturbed. Any attempt to confront or capture a Shantak should be undertaken with extreme caution. These monstrous beings are far from mindless beasts and possess a cunning intelligence that belies their bestial appearance. Sand Dweller, Stalker of the Wastes. The Sand Dwellers are an enigmatic and grotesque species that exist within the mysterious depths of subterranean caves and desolate sand dunes. Their creation can be attributed to August Derleth's posthumous collaboration with HP Lovecraft in the story The Gable Window. While not directly originating from Lovecraft's works, they have become an intriguing addition to the expanding Cthulhu mythos. The Sand Dwellers possess a haunting and unnerving appearance. Their rough, sand-encrusted skin gives them a disheveled and weathered appearance, as if they have spent countless eons burrowing through the shifting dunes. These beings exhibit a disturbing blend of humanoid and bestial features. Their emaciated bodies, accentuated by the arid environment they inhabit, seem to have endured prolonged deprivation. However, it is their heads that provoke the most chilling fascination. Resembling koala bears with grotesque distortions, their large eyes and ears serve as heightened sensory organs in their subterranean existence. The Sand Dwellers possess unique abilities, honed through their adaptation to the harsh and inhospitable conditions of their habitat. Subterranean adaptation. These creatures are experts at navigating the intricate network of tunnels and caves beneath the Earth's surface. They can move through the subterranean labyrinth with uncanny precision and grace, making them formidable adversaries in their own domain. Enhanced perception. The Sand Dwellers' large eyes and ears grant them heightened sensory capabilities. They can detect the slightest vibrations in the earth, enabling them to locate prey or detect potential threats with exceptional accuracy. Sand manipulation. Having mastered the art of burrowing through sand, the Sand Dwellers possess a unique affinity for manipulating and controlling loose sediment. They can shape and mold sand to their advantage, creating deceptive traps or even concealing their presence entirely. Distorted influence. The mere presence of a Sand Dweller exudes an unsettling aura that can induce unease and psychological distress in those who encounter them. This aura may cause hallucinations, paranoia, or irrational behavior, making it challenging to resist their influence. Sand Dwellers are reclusive by nature, preferring the isolation of their subterranean homes. They rarely venture into the open world, but when they do, it is typically driven by a desperate need for sustenance or a desire to explore uncharted territories. In their underground existence, they exhibit a primitive tribal structure, forming small communities governed by an unspoken hierarchy. Encounters with these creatures are often marked by a mix of curiosity and hunger. They possess an insatiable appetite for the life force of other beings, drawing sustenance from both the physical and psychic energies they consume. While their intentions may be initially inscrutable, they are not inherently malevolent, but rather driven by a primal instinct to survive. Deep One, Guild Humanoid. The Deep Ones, a fearsome and enigmatic species of ocean-dwelling humanoids, trace their origins back to the depths of the sea, where they have existed since time immemorial. Created by the acclaimed writer HP Lovecraft for his chilling tale, The Shadow over Innsmouth, the Deep Ones embody a union of ancient cosmic forces and the mysteries of the deep. Lovecraft envisioned them as a race that served the ancient entities Father Dagon and Mother Hydra, while also maintaining a connection to the dreaded Cthulhu, one of the central deities in the Cthulhu mythos. The Deep Ones possess a haunting, otherworldly appearance that elicits a mixture of fascination and revulsion. Combining features of fish, humans, and amphibians, they exhibit a grotesque beauty that defies conventional understanding. Their bodies are adorned with glossy, grayish-green, and slippery skin, contrasted by their pallid white stomachs. Ridges and scales line their backs, and their hands are webbed and tipped with formidable claws. Notably, their heads resemble those of fish, complete with rows of sharp teeth and unblinking eyes that project an eerie intensity. In their movements, the Deep Ones display a strange and unnatural manner, alternating between peculiar hopping and occasional quadrupedal locomotion. Their voices, described as abhorrent croaks, emanate from their fish-like mouths, communicating in a language distinct from human speech. Merely beholding their form can induce a profound sense of unease, even causing individuals to lose consciousness momentarily. The Deep Ones possess an array of abilities and traits that set them apart from both humans and ordinary marine life. As an amphibious species, they are adapted to thrive in aquatic environments, incapable of surviving outside of water for extended periods. Their physiology grants them longevity and functional immortality, with their lives enduring until they meet their demise. Furthermore, the Deep Ones have a potent influence over the minds of certain humans, establishing intricate relationships with isolated coastal communities. Through the allure of golden treasures retrieved from the ocean's depths and abundant bounties of fish, they entice desperate and downtrodden communities into binding agreements. These pacts often evolve into a sinister form of worship, as the Deep Ones gradually demand more from their human subjects, including human sacrifices. The communities become indoctrinated, accepting the Deep Ones as their masters in exchange for the fleeting riches, food, and promises of immortality bestowed upon them. Deep One hybrids, offspring resulting from the union between Deep Ones and humans, play a significant role in the Deep One agenda. Initially, these hybrids are born as ordinary humans, but as they reach their late teens, marked transformations begin to occur, an affliction commonly referred to as the Innsmouth look. Unbeknownst to many of them, a latent connection to their aquatic ancestry awakens, drawing them towards coastal locations, particularly their birthplaces or ancestral homes. This awakening is accompanied by new sensory experiences, vivid dreams of submerged cities, and an innate yearning to explore seaside locales. During middle age, most hybrids display varying degrees of physical deformities, prompting them to withdraw from society and retreat to seclusion within shuttered abodes. Over time, the transformation culminates, and the hybrids undergo a final metamorphosis, embracing their true nature as full-fledged Deep Ones. Once this transition is complete, they embark on a new life in the ocean, fully integrated into the ancient and enigmatic society of their kind. It is estimated that around 10% of hybrids do not achieve the full transformation, remaining in a state of partial humanity intertwined with Deep One characteristics. Another 10% do not undergo the metamorphosis at all, as the Deep One gene may skip a generation, only to manifest in a future descendant. Deep Ones and other hybrids who have fully embraced their aquatic heritage often take on the role of guides and mentors to those undergoing the transformation. They seek to lure hybrids to their underwater lairs or safe havens, where they can oversee and facilitate the final stages of metamorphosis. These experienced Deep Ones ensure that the newly transformed individuals are well versed in the customs, rituals, and knowledge of their species. The physical changes experienced by Deep One hybrids are dramatic and unsettling. As the transformation progresses, their ears shrink or disappear entirely. Their eyes become glassy, bulging, and incapable of blinking. Their heads elongate and become narrower, devoid of hair. Teeth sharpen into predatory points, and their skin takes on a rubbery blue-gray hue. Their hands and feet develop claw-like appendages, and folds on their necks evolve into functional gills. Webbing forms between their fingers, facilitating enhanced aquatic mobility. Simultaneously, the hybrids undergo profound psychological changes. They develop a growing disdain for humanity, considering themselves superior to their human counterparts. A fascination with the esoteric and non-Euclidean art of the Deep Ones takes hold, and a powerful desire to abandon the human world and seek the fabled city of Yahantley becomes increasingly compelling. It is worth noting that while the transformation is a typical occurrence among hybrids, there are exceptions. Asenath Waite, a notable Deep One hybrid, met her demise before completing the metamorphosis. This serves as a reminder that the path to becoming a full-fledged Deep One is not without peril or guaranteed fulfillment. Tcho-Tchos, Servitors of the Old Ones. The Tcho-Tcho people are a group of tribes of near-human Asian natives found in various regions, including Burma, the Andaman Isles, Tibet, and Malaysia. They are believed to be descendants of pre-human ancestors who were genetically engineered by the Great Old Ones, specifically Jar and Loigor. Legends speak of their creation from the seeds of the twin obscenities, indicating a deep connection to the eldritch forces of the Cthulhu Mythos. The Tcho-Tcho people possess distinct physiological differences from regular humans. They are notably smaller in stature, and their skin bears a livid red hue. Their appearance is unsettling to those unfamiliar with them, and they exude an aura of otherworldly presence. Their physical attributes are reminiscent of their pre-human ancestors, reflecting the mark of their origins. The Tcho-Tchos people possess a range of abilities attributed to their connection with the Great Old Ones and their worship of the beings of the Cthulhu Mythos. These abilities vary among individuals, but are generally known to include dark sorcery. The Tcho-Tchos people have mastered ancient and arcane forms of sorcery. They possess innate knowledge of forbidden rituals and can tap into eldritch energies to cast spells and summon otherworldly entities. Their sorcery often focuses on destruction and malevolence, earning them the name Destructive Sorcerer People, Cursed Blessing. Through their close association with the Great Old Ones, the Tcho-Tchos people have been imbued with a twisted form of longevity. While they do not possess true immortality, their lifespan is significantly extended, allowing them to serve their dark masters over many generations. Stealth and deception. The Tcho-Tchos people are exceptionally skilled in the arts of stealth and deception. They can blend seamlessly into their surroundings and possess the ability to manipulate others through subterfuge and cunning. This enables them to carry out clandestine operations and infiltrate unsuspecting societies. Unearthly resilience. The Tcho-Tchos people have a heightened resistance to physical harm and mental assaults. They can endure injuries that would incapacitate or kill ordinary humans. This resilience is believed to be a result of their dark heritage and the ancient power that courses through their veins. The Tcho-Tchos people are deeply entrenched in the worship of the entities from the Cthulhu mythos. They revere a pantheon of eldritch beings, including Han, Chonyarfon, Ron-Tagoth, Hastur, and their spawn. They act as the corpse-eating cult of Leng mentioned in the Necronomicon, and have a caste of priests known as lamas, who oversee their religious practices. One of the notable aspects of Tcho-Tchos culture is their culinary preferences. They partake in a delicacy known as bak bon de chow, also known as human ganglia paste. This sauce, made from pounded human ganglia and other ingredients, is spread over vegetables. The taste is described as creamy artichokes with a hot, peppery aftertaste. Consuming this delicacy induces vivid and disturbing dreams of cannibalistic orgies, reinforcing the connection between the Tcho-Tchos people and their dark origins. Formless spawn of Tsathoggua. The origins of the formless spawn remain unclear. It is unclear whether they were magically created by a specific entity or if they emerged from the depths of the cosmos. Some speculate that they might be the result of an ancient and forbidden ritual performed by cultists seeking to serve Tsathoggua. Regardless of their origin, these amorphous beings are believed to be in the service of Tsathoggua, acting as guardians and protectors of secrets within temples dedicated to the Great Old Ones or deep sunless caverns. Formless spawn are polymorphic entities composed of a black, viscous liquid substance known as ichor. They exist in a state of constant flux, capable of reshaping their form at will. They can take on various temporary forms, ranging from toad-like lumps to elongated beings with numerous rudimentary legs. Their fluid nature allows them to flow effortlessly through small cracks and crevices, enabling them to navigate any obstacle in their path. The shape-shifting abilities of the formless spawn are their primary strength. They can adapt their form and shape in an instant, allowing them to fulfill a wide range of tasks and perform diverse attacks. Their plasticity and flexibility enable them to create appendages suited to their needs, making them formidable adversaries. They attack their targets through trampling, biting, and crushing with their powerful grasp. In addition to their physical prowess, formless spawn possess limited spellcasting abilities. They can utilize their amorphous bodies to mold vocal organs, producing strange and dissonant sounds. While there is no evidence to suggest they communicate with understandable human language, their eerie vocalizations can instill fear and confusion in those who encounter them. Formless spawn also possess a highly corrosive and acidic substance within their ichorous composition. Even a slight touch from these entities can cause severe damage, dissolving human flesh and leaving victims in agonizing pain. Formless spawn often reside in basins within Tsathoggwa's temples, serving as guardians and defenders of these sanctuaries. They ensure that non-believers or those who seek to defile the sacred spaces are kept at bay. Their presence deters intruders and reinforces the power and authority of Tsathoggua within his worshippers' hearts. It is believed that formless spawn may accompany or herald the arrival of Tsathoggua himself, appearing as an ominous sign preceding the manifestation of the Great Old One. In some instances, these amorphous beings can even assume the role of Tsathoggua, standing in for the deity and receiving reverence from the cultists. Formless spawn have been encountered in various stories and tales within the Cthulhu mythos. In the tale of Satamprazeros, the protagonist and his companions stumble upon a formless spawn resting in a basin beneath an idol of Tsathoggua. The creature, described as a torrent of black quicksilver and an undulant ophidian form with dozens of short legs, attacks the intruders in an attempt to consume them. In the mound, the people of the subterranean world of Kenyan had once worshipped Tsathoggua until the discovery of formless spawn in Nakai. Fleeing from the abominations, the survivors destroyed all images of Tsathoggua and rededicated the temple to Shub-Niggurath. Although not directly mentioned in At the Mountains of Madness, formless spawn are hinted at through references to devotees of Tsathoggua. These mystics, connected to the enigmatic Punakodic manuscripts, are believed to be as alien to humanity as Tsathoggua itself. While the formless spawn do not make a direct appearance in the story, another creature possessing shape-shifting abilities is mentioned, hinting at the horrifying nature of these amorphous entities. It is crucial to note that encounters with formless spawn are rare and often occur in the darkest recesses of the world. Their presence signifies a deep connection to the ancient and eldritch forces that reside beyond the veil of human understanding. The motivations of the formless spawn are intricately tied to their service to Tsathoggua. As loyal entities, their primary purpose is to safeguard the secrets and sanctuaries associated with the Great Old One. They exhibit an unwavering loyalty and a fierce determination to fulfill their assigned duties. Formless spawn are not known to possess individual consciousness or independent thought. They act as extensions of Tsathoggwa's will, carrying out tasks assigned to them by the deity or their designated overseers within the cult. In this regard, they are akin to obedient and shape-shifting guardians, willing to defend the mysteries and relics of their dark master. It is unclear whether the formless spawn experience any form of emotion or desire. Their existence seems to revolve solely around fulfilling their duties and ensuring the sanctity of the cult's rituals and artifacts. However, their very nature as amorphous entities makes it challenging to discern their true motivations or inner workings. The formless spawn have several notable traits. Shape-shifting. The formless spawn can instantaneously alter their physical form, adapting to various tasks and combat scenarios. They possess an inherent flexibility and plasticity that allows them to generate appendages suited to their needs. Oozing movement. As living viscous liquids, the formless spawn can flow effortlessly through small cracks and gaps, making them formidable adversaries to corner or contain. They navigate obstacles with ease, swiftly closing in on their targets. Corrosive touch. The ichorous substance within the formless spawn's composition is powerfully acidic. Even the slightest contact with their oozing bodies can cause severe damage, rapidly dissolving human flesh and inflicting excruciating pain. Encounters with formless spawn are typically disastrous for humans who stumble upon their presence. These beings are relentless in their pursuit of those who dare to invade their sacred spaces or threaten the sanctity of Tsathoggwa's worship. Their attacks are swift, brutal, and often lethal. Given their shape-shifting abilities and ability to ooze through cracks and crevices, it is difficult to evade or escape from the formless spawn once they have set their sights on a target. Those unfortunate enough to cross paths with these creatures are subjected to a barrage of physical assaults and the corrosive touch of their acidic ichor. Scholars and occultists who study the Cthulhu mythos have warned against venturing too deeply into the domains associated with Tsathoggua and his formless spawn. The risks involved in awakening the wrath of these ancient guardians far outweigh any potential gains from uncovering forbidden knowledge. Nightgaunt, the Faceless. Nightgaunts, enigmatic and otherworldly, trace their origins back to the ancient realms of the Dreamlands. Born from the arcane energies that permeate the subconscious realm, they embody the fears and nightmares of mortals. It is said that their existence predates the waking world, existing in a plane betwixt reality and dreams. Legends speak of a fateful encounter between Nodens, the god of the hunt, and an ancient cosmic force resulting in the creation of these spectral beings. They were crafted to be his devoted servants and formidable guardians, tasked with preserving the secrets hidden within the ethereal reaches of the Dreamlands. Nightgaunts possess a haunting and alien visage. Standing at around 7 feet tall, they have elongated, slender bodies reminiscent of the human form. Their skin, smooth and black as the darkest abyss, glistens with an oily sheen, giving it a rubbery texture. A pair of inward-facing horns adorns their heads, curving gracefully toward each other. Their faces, or rather the absence thereof, present a blankness that hints at the unfathomable depths of the Dreamlands. Instead of facial features, a featureless expanse of flesh meets the observer's gaze, causing an unsettling sense of unease. These enigmatic creatures possess a set of membranous wings that allow them to traverse the ethereal currents of the Dreamlands with unparalleled grace and silence. Their flight is silent and swift, making them masters of stealth within the dreamscapes. Prehensile paws equipped with razor-sharp talons aid them in capturing those who dare trespass into their domain. A long, barbed tail completes their macabre physique, which they skillfully employ to subdue their captives. Nightgaunts wield a range of supernatural abilities granted to them by the Dreamlands. Their greatest strength lies in their unmatched swiftness, which allows them to traverse vast distances in the blink of an eye. This supernatural speed not only aids in their aerial prowess, but also grants them an advantage in combat, making them formidable adversaries. Their talons, honed to a razor's edge, can rend flesh and armor alike, delivering swift and lethal strikes. In addition to their physical prowess, Nightgaunts possess an innate connection to the dream essence that permeates the Dreamlands. They have the ability to sense the presence of dreaming mortals and extract their dreaming souls. These ethereal essences are then offered as tribute to Nodens, allowing him to communicate with the chosen individuals within their dreams. Nightgaunts act as conduits between the mortal realm and the divine, serving as messengers and enforcers in the eternal war between Nodens and the enigmatic, faceless god. Nightgaunts fulfill multifaceted roles within the Dreamlands. Primarily, they are the stalwart guardians of Nightgaunt, the notorious mountain that towers over the Isle of Oriab. Climbers who venture too close to Nightgaunt's summit risk encountering these spectral beings. Nightgaunts swiftly capture and immobilize trespassers, using their claws, tails, and the mysterious power of tickling to subdue them into submission. Once subdued, the captives are spirited away to the lower depths of the Dreamlands, forever lost to the waking world. Beyond their role as guardians, Nightgaunts are devout worshippers of Nodens. They revere him as their lord and master, diligently fulfilling his bidding. When called upon, they embark on perilous missions to capture the dreaming souls of mortals chosen by Nodens. Their loyalty to their deity knows no bounds, and they execute their duties with unwavering devotion. Nightgaunts traverse the vast expanses of the Dreamlands, silently gliding through its shifting landscapes in search of those marked by their divine lord. Within the intricate hierarchy of the Dreamlands, Nightgaunts also serve as foot soldiers in the eternal war against the enigmatic faceless god. Their supernatural swiftness and lethal prowess make them formidable adversaries in the ongoing conflict. They become extensions of Nodens' will, striking down the followers and manifestations of the faceless god wherever they are found. It is important to note that Nightgaunts, despite their fearsome appearance and role as guardians, are not inherently malevolent creatures. Their actions stem from their duty and loyalty rather than a malicious intent. They exist to maintain the delicate balance of the Dreamlands, ensuring that its secrets remain hidden and its inhabitants undisturbed. Those who approach their domain with respect and reverence may find themselves spared from the Nightgaunt's grasp. Encountering a Nightgaunt is a rare occurrence for mortal beings, as their existence is intricately tied to the ethereal realm of dreams. However, for those who do find themselves in the presence of these elusive entities, Byakhee are enigmatic interstellar predators that traverse the vast expanse of interstellar space. It is believed that they serve Hastur the Unspeakable and can be summoned to partake in rituals. While their true origins remain unknown, they are not native to Earth and are speculated to have originated from distant corners of the cosmos. Byakhee possess a truly unearthly appearance that defies simple categorization. They have leathery wings, which span an impressive width, allowing them to maneuver gracefully through the vacuum of space as well as within atmospheric conditions. Their bodies are adorned with sharp claws that serve as formidable weapons. They are often described as hybrid winged creatures, bearing traits that are beyond mortal comprehension. While attempting to comprehend their true form, observers are overwhelmed by their bizarre amalgamation of features, making it impossible for a sound mind to fully grasp or remember their exact appearance. Byakhee exhibit extraordinary locomotion capabilities. They possess a unique organ called the Hoon, located in their thorax, which is attuned to the magnetic field of the galaxy. This organ generates a Keem field, enabling them to travel at incredible speeds, reaching velocities up to 400 times the speed of light. This extraordinary speed allows them to traverse vast interstellar distances in relatively short periods. On planetary surfaces, Byakhee can fly at impressive speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. Their Hoon also grants them the ability to hover effortlessly, manipulating the magnetic fields of celestial bodies. This capability allows them to move with exceptional agility and change directions rapidly. Byakhee possess cunning intelligence and guile. Some individuals have been observed displaying proficiency in spellcasting, suggesting a level of magical prowess. They are vulnerable to conventional mundane weapons, but their swift movements, otherworldly physiology, and keen instincts make them formidable opponents. Byakhee can be summoned by individuals who possess the necessary knowledge and power. To invoke their presence, the summoner must consume a small amount of a golden substance known as space mead while reciting the incantation Ia, Hastur, Hastur Chafayak Vogtum, Vuktlaglun, Vogtmum, I, Hastur. This ritual connects the summoner with the Byakhee, regardless of their location in space and time. Space mead is an alchemical compound with unique properties. When consumed, it grants the drinker immunity to the hazards of space, such as exposure to vacuum, extreme temperatures, and lack of oxygen. The effects of space mead induce a sleep-like state, relieving the need for eating, sleeping, or breathing during its duration. This substance is crucial for those who seek to ride a Byakhee through the cosmos, as it ensures their survival in the unforgiving void. Fire Vampire. The fire vampires are extraordinary beings that originated as extensions of the cosmic entity known as Tsathoggua. Created by the imaginative mind of Donald Wandry, these creatures were introduced into HP Lovecraft's expansive Cthulhu Mythos. Tsathoggua, an ancient and powerful entity, birthed the fire vampires as a means to traverse the cosmos. They would embark on their interstellar journeys aboard the Ktinga, a formidable ship of unknown origin. Fire vampires manifest themselves as ethereal, bluish electrical discharges reminiscent of lightning bolts. Their forms are ever-shifting and fluctuating, constantly crackling with raw energy. They possess an otherworldly allure, drawing both fear and fascination from those who lay eyes upon them. While their true essence is incorporeal, they are capable of interacting with the physical realm in a limited manner. As energy-based life forms, fire vampires possess remarkable abilities that set them apart from ordinary creatures. Their primary method of sustenance is the consumption of life energy. When encountering a sentient being, they initiate a process in which the victim's life force is drained. As the fire vampires feed, the unfortunate individual bursts into flames, their essence and memories serving as a feast for these cosmic entities. Remarkably, the fire vampires do not rely on traditional metabolic processes for sustenance. Instead, they employ intense heat to absorb and assimilate stolen memories into the gestalt consciousness of Tsathoggua itself. This amalgamation of memories allows Tsathoggua and its extensions to learn, adapt, and evolve their consumption patterns, becoming increasingly efficient in their quest for sustenance. Witnessing the presence of a fire vampire is an awe-inspiring and terrifying experience. Their radiant bluish glow illuminates their surroundings, casting an ethereal ambiance that invokes both wonder and dread. The crackling energy that envelops their forms creates a sense of unease, as if the very air surrounding them becomes charged with an otherworldly power. They move with an unsettling grace, floating and pulsating as they traverse the vast expanse of the cosmos. The fire vampire's hunger for life energy is insatiable, driving them to seek out sentient beings across the universe. Once a victim is targeted, the fire vampires approach with an eerie serenity, their luminous forms casting dancing shadows across the surroundings. As the feeding process commences, the victim becomes engulfed in flames, a visual testament to the extraction of their life force. It is said that within the blazing inferno, glimpses of the victims' memories can be seen, flickering like distant stars. The fire vampires feast upon these memories with a voracious hunger, savoring each stolen fragment as they contribute to the ever-growing collective consciousness of Tsathoggua. In the year 2341, Tsathoggua descended upon Earth, drawn by unknown forces. However, this encounter led to its eventual demise at the hands of the courageous scientist Gustav Norby. As Tsathoggua was destroyed, so too were the fire vampires, for they were but extensions of this cosmic entity. Their reign of consuming life energy came to an abrupt end, leaving behind only tales of their existence. Rat Thing, Malevolent Mocker. The Rat Thing, also known as the Malevolent Mocker, is a malevolent entity that dwells in the shadowy depths of forgotten corners and hidden crevices. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, but it is believed to have emerged from the darkest recesses of the human subconscious, manifesting as a twisted reflection of our fears and anxieties. The Rat Thing is a grotesque creature that embodies the amalgamation of rodent and humanoid features. It possesses a hunched posture with gnarled limbs that end in razor-sharp claws capable of tearing through flesh and bone. Its body is covered in coarse, wiry fur, resembling that of a diseased rat, and its elongated face is adorned with a mouth full of needle-like teeth. This nightmarish creature's eyes glow with an eerie, malevolent light, reflecting its wicked intelligence and cunning. It has the ability to contort its body in unnatural ways, allowing it to squeeze through impossibly narrow gaps and navigate labyrinthine passages with ease. The Rat Thing is a master of stealth, effortlessly blending into the shadows and moving silently to ambush its unsuspecting prey. The Rat Thing possesses an uncanny ability to mimic sounds and voices, earning its name as the Malevolent Mocker. It can replicate any sound it hears with disturbing accuracy, including human voices, animal cries, and even inanimate objects. This skill enables it to lure its victims into traps or sow discord among groups of people, exploiting their deepest fears and insecurities. Furthermore, the Rat Thing possesses heightened senses, particularly its sense of smell. It can detect the faintest scent, allowing it to track its prey relentlessly across vast distances. Its agility and reflexes are unmatched, enabling it to move with lightning speed, making it a formidable opponent in close-quarters combat. Beware, for the Rat Thing possesses an unnerving resilience. It can withstand injuries that would incapacitate or kill ordinary creatures. Severed limbs regenerate at an alarming rate, and even fatal wounds seem to heal spontaneously. This makes the Rat Thing an exceedingly difficult adversary to defeat, requiring specialized knowledge and tactics to overcome its malevolent presence. Encounters with the Rat Thing are often accompanied by a sense of foreboding and an overwhelming feeling of unease. Victims frequently report experiencing vivid nightmares and hallucinations, suggesting a psychic connection between the Rat Thing and those it preys upon. While the Rat Thing possesses formidable abilities, it has weaknesses that can be exploited. It harbors an intense aversion to certain scents and substances, such as the strong odor of certain herbs or sanctified objects. These repellents can deter the Rat Thing, driving it away or rendering it momentarily vulnerable to attack. However, caution must be exercised when confronting the Rat Thing. Its cunning and ability to adapt make it a dangerous adversary. Only those equipped with knowledge of its weaknesses and armed with potent defenses stand a chance of overcoming this insidious creature. It is crucial to remember that the Rat Thing's true power lies in its ability to manipulate and corrupt the mind. Its mockery extends beyond mere imitation of sounds. It seeks to sow discord and exploit psychological vulnerabilities. Vigilance against its psychic influence is of utmost importance when facing the malevolent mocker. Shoggoth, Fetid Iridescences. Shoggoths, as described in the Bestiary, are ancient amorphous creatures that originated on Earth. They were genetically engineered by a powerful ancient race known as the Elder Things to serve as versatile and adaptable tools. The Elder Things created the Shoggoths to assist them in underwater construction and other tasks that required shape-shifting and malleability. However, over time, the Shoggoths gained sentience and rebelled against their masters, ultimately overthrowing and exterminating the Elder Things. After their rebellion, the Shoggoths constructed their own cities, imitating the five-pointed symmetry of the Elder Things' architecture. A Shoggoth is a massive, gelatinous creature with a constantly shifting form. Its body resembles a gigantic amoeba, capable of reshaping itself into various organs and shapes as needed. The typical size of a Shoggoth is about 15 feet in diameter, although smaller and larger variations exist. Its natural state is a writhing mass of eyes, mouths, and pseudopodia. The Shoggoth emits a putrid stench, overpowering even the alienating odor of the elder things. Shoggoths possess formidable abilities that make them deadly adversaries. They can envelop their enemies, using powerful suction forces to decapitate or incapacitate them. This method was particularly effective against the Elder Things during the Shoggoth Rebellion. Their amorphous bodies allow them to move with astonishing speed and agility, making it difficult for their prey to escape. Furthermore, Shoggoths have the extraordinary ability to mimic and replicate any form or organ they encounter. They can mock and reflect the physical attributes and biological processes of other creatures. This mimicry extends to both appearance and function. The Shoggoth's imitative nature also manifests in their repetitive cry of "Tekeli li, Tekeli li," a phrase they acquired from the Elder Things. This mindless mimicry demonstrates their capacity for imitation. Although Shoggoths are generally independent creatures, some factions and beings have established alliances or made use of them. The Deep Ones, a race of humanoid amphibious beings, are known to collaborate with Shoggoths, occasionally referred to as sea Shoggoths. The Deep Ones may employ Shoggoths for various purposes aligned with their own agenda. The Migo, a strange extraterrestrial species, have also conducted experiments with Shoggoths. They performed mind grafts on the Shoggoths, resulting in a hybrid breed known as Gaul or Gull Things. These Gull Things are easier for the Migo to control telepathically, providing them with a powerful and obedient tool. Among the Shoggoths, there are some noteworthy individuals. One such example is Mr. Shiny, also known as Albert Shiny, who can assume a human form. His abilities and intentions remain mysterious, and encountering him can prove both intriguing and dangerous.